Cindy Williams, star of Laverne and Shirley, dies at 75. The show, in which Ms. Williams and Penny Marshall played roommates who worked in a Milwaukee brewery, was a spin-off of Happy Days and became a staple of 1970s television. Viewers watched Ms. Williams marry Walter Meany, and become Shirley Feeney Meany. Soon afterward, however, her long run had an ignominious end, with the plot claiming Shirley had followed her new husband overseas, leaving only a note to say goodbye. In reality, the actress had hoped to work with the show to hide and accommodate her pregnancy. She later sued for $20 million. The case was settled out of court for an undisclosed amount. Laverne and Shirley ended abruptly for me, Ms. Williams wrote in her memoir. When we shot the first episode, I was 4 months pregnant. But when it came time to sign a contract for that season, I realized that the studio had scheduled me to work on my delivery due date. In the wink of an eye, I found myself off the show, she wrote. It was so abrupt that I didn't even have time to gather my personal things. In 2013, Ms. Williams and Ms. Marshall reunited for an appearance on the Nickelodeon series Sam and Cat, a modern show that riffed on the themes of Laverne and Shirley and starred Jeanette McCurdy and Ariana Grande. Ms. Williams published her memoir 2 years later, and last year she completed a national theater tour of a one-woman show, Me, Myself, and Shirley. In the show, she chronicled her life in Hollywood as well as her relationship with Ms. Marshall. You couldn't slip a playing card in between us because we just were in rhythm, she said last year in an interview with NBC. I couldn't have done it with anyone else. Cindy Williams, an actress best known for her role on the 1970s slapstick sitcom Laverne and Shirley, died on Wednesday in Los Angeles. She was 75. Her death followed a brief illness, her assistant, Liza Cranese, said by phone on Monday, adding that she had died peacefully. No cause was given. With Penny Marshall, Ms. Williams starred in the sitcom, which ran from 1976 to 1983 and was a spin-off of the television show Happy Days. It followed two young single women working at a Milwaukee brewery in the 1950s. Ms. Williams played Shirley Feeney, an upbeat and demure complement to Ms. Marshall's brash Laverne DeFazio. Laverne and Shirley ran for 8 seasons and, for several years, was among the highest-rated shows in the country. Ms. Williams appeared in more than 150 episodes but left in the final season of the show, after considerable on-set tension between her and Ms. Marshall. Ms. Marshall died in 2018, also at age 75. Ms. Williams is survived by her children, Emily and Zach Hudson, who, in a statement on Monday, described their mother as one of a kind, noting her sense of humor and glittering spirit. Her marriage to the musician Bill Hudson ended in divorce.